Gregory Johnson, and we have Catherine and Chris here today, who were referred to us by a massage therapist here in town that we work with. And they also watched a bunch of our YouTube videos before deciding to come in, which a lot of people do. And we invite you to go to our YouTube channel. Just type in Your Houston Chiropractor and we'll pop up everywhere. Gregory Johnson is my YouTube channel. It's really easy. Or you can find it off a direct link off our website, advancedhoustonchiropractor.com. So we're going to go ahead and get started with their treatment today, and we're going to show you what we do on an average follow-up patient visit. So let's take a look here in the mirror. Now, every time a person comes in, we ask them if they've got the same problems that they've had and what their numbers are on a scale of 1 to 10. But also they can report any new injuries or problems they have, which we're going to be doing on Catherine today because she hurt her wrist on the right side. So we're going to check that out today. Let's have you close your eyes, Catherine, and flex your head forward and then backwards. Yeah. As you can see, she's got pretty good range of motion. And now that we're analyzing her posture on the XYZ axis, you can tell she's a side sleeper. She's got her head tilted to the right just a tad. Her head's translated to the left of center just a little bit. She's also rotated to the left, so that means she sleeps with her body turned to the left primarily, because her hand's out front on the right side and also her shoulder is. And her pelvis is a little bit to the left of center today. Positive SX pelvis on a biophysics listing basis. And so is her thoracic spine. But see, our head's a little forward too. Her ear is dropping here, right here, as opposed to dropping back here over the shoulder where it's supposed to be. So that's called forward head posture. 90+% of the American population has that. So let's go ahead and have you come over here first. I'm going to decompress you first on your back for me. I think this is your first time, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
On
So,
my back.
right here. We're in here.
You think you're not normal.
So this is her first time of getting the manual spinal decompression adjustment. So that's always fun. Let's slide up that way just a bit. There you go. Perfect. Good. Now we're going to pin her pelvic bones in right here so she can't get away. And then right here, see that so right on top of your pelvic bones. Yeah, so you can't get away.
Just close your eyes, relax, and...
This is what we do to people who don't pay their bills. No, I'm just kidding. And we always check reflexes pre and post. You can see she's still kicking. So now we're going to put this under her skull and chin, and I'm going to have you take a deep breath through your nose. Yeah, keep your teeth together. And let all your air out and relax. Excellent.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and oh my gosh is a very gentle way of putting it. We usually get a lot more expletives than that. You did really good for the first time. Felt it all the way through though, huh?
Yes.
Yep,
Oh
look at
my
that.
gosh.
That was a good old Palmer diversified cervical
popped
break.
everything. It's still popped.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, whenever you get this done, you think everything in the world's already popped, and it hasn't. We like to have fun in this office, as you can tell. So, okay, let's come over here now and tell me for me, Catherine. And right down in here. Yeah, and you still think you got all your pops out, and watch this. So now we're going to check her leg length. And her left puma is about a 1/4 of an inch shorter than her right one. So she's got a little bit of pelvic distortion. That tightens up a little bit right there, doesn't it? And her pelvis is out right there on the left sacroiliac, so we're going to adjust that first here. Straight down on the sacrum on the left, straight down the sacrum on the right, and straight superior to inferior right in the center. Now it's her right sacroiliac joint. And now we're going to get L5 straight down, that's straight in the Z-axis. And you'll notice my arm is changing angles the further I move up the spine. So we get into L2 and 3, you see my angles changing towards the angle of the joints. Now you can see she's got a little bit of an increased curve right through here. So we're going to be doing a general mid-thoracic diversified adjustment here. I'm going to put her head down just a little bit to open these joints up. Yep. Okay. she's really tight up here. She's been working, holding the tray up, so she got some tight muscles right there. You feel that knot?
Mhm.
I know you do. That one too.
He likes to poke me.
Yeah, I like poking and prodding. This is one of those hurt so good things, though. Yeah, shoulders, knots right here.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we kind of stop the torture and recheck everything. Did that feel a little easier?
Mhm.
Good. And of course, everybody wants one of these for Christmas. We're not giving them out, but you can order them.
Chris, my dad has one.
Yeah, there you go. See, your dad's got one.
We just go over there and raid their house all the time.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to put your hands down on that one. There you go. We don't want this to turn into your Houston Chiropractor X-rated video. There we go. But no, we're not like Jeff Eccles. I've read some of the comments on our videos. Thank God we're not like that.
The other one's way cooler.
Which one? Oh, yeah, the deeper one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She's just wanting me to use the turbonator on you.
Turbonator?
Yeah. That's the deep one. You haven't done it on you yet. You just haven't really needed it yet.
Got one of his clients engineered for.
I'm itchy.
Yes, the retooled Black & Decker.
You have to see a tool like it, not even at Brookstone.
Yeah, it's totally custom. That's right. No, it's my human meat tenderizer. It's a lot deeper than this, that's for sure. Okay, so now that we have given her a vibratory percussion throughout her entire spine, that increases the blood flow into the tissues. That's excellent. And let's have you go ahead and sit up and face towards Renee. Uh-huh. Now we're going to check her shoulders, elbows, and she's injured her right wrist. She thinks she sprained it, and it's swollen, so we're going to check that. Her shoulder went really good on that one, as you can probably hear. We know how much y'all like to hear the popping noises. Okay, let's see. Her right elbow. Usually when a wrist causes or sprains or has a problem, you'll also have a radius misalignment, which she did. Okay. There we go. I'm going to pull the fingers or digits straight out. And then I actually squeeze the radius and ulna together and kind of like a handshake, pull her hand straight out while I'm squeezing this. That actually helps improve the opening of the carpal tunnel where the median goes through. Now, because she's had a sprain, you always want to put crushed ice in a freezer baggie directly on the skin for 20 minutes after any kind of injury to any joint, including whiplash type of injuries, injuries to your shoulders, elbows, wrists, knees, ankles even, anywhere. Ice is the state-of-the-art sports medicine, anti-inflammatory way of treating things. Do not use heat at all. The old alternate ice heat thing, that's all for the birds, that's old medicine. Okay, Catherine, let's come back over here so I can shoot you. There we go. Yep. And then we just pull everybody's leg and then shoot them. Okay, now let's have you flex your head forward and then backwards. And I always look at the range of motion to see if it's straight, and that one was. Now neutral again. Now also see how her chin's up more and her head's back more, but here's her exercise still because her shoulders are still rounding a little bit. Let's pull these up and back. Flare your palms forward and pull back. See, that tightens all the upper thoracics up. And then let's come straight back in the Z-axis, yeah. And then I'm going to lift your head up here and have you look at the ceiling. There you go. Then we're going to tap her atlas, which is right under her skull, her occiput, bilaterally. That sends a barrage, okay, back to neutral, barrage of neurological information into the cerebellum, The cerebellum is the hindbrain. It controls balance, posture, coordination, and all movement in the body. So let's have you close your eyes and flex forward and backwards again. Relax. Great range of motion and flexion. Looking at the ceiling and extension. And how'd that feel compared to the first one?
Easier.
A little smoother? Good. And now you're more centered. We've got just a little bit of a high shoulder on the right still, so I'm going to still correct that. There. Okay, there we go. Now let's try that one more time. Forward all the way, and backward all the way. And then neutral. Excellent, much better. That feel even easier?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so tell the folks on our YouTube audience how you felt since you started treatment. This is only your, what, 5th treatment?
I think it was like
6th? 3rd? Yeah, wow. You're doing great already.
Feel taller.
Yeah, definitely are taller after this one.
Taller, relaxed.
Yeah, this is 3rd.
Relax, definitely.
Sleeping better?
Sleeping a lot better.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your sinus problems and allergies have
They're
gotten
gone.
better already?
Yeah, those are gone.
You're seeing 3 visits, that's all good. Hip flexors are better. She had a sway back when she originally came in, that's also doing better.
Yeah. I
And-
can actually touch the back of my seats now.
Oh, good.
Sitting down.
Yeah, she had a big space in there before, a big sway back. It's called hyperlordosis in medical terminology. Common terminology is sway back. Well, Catherine, is there anything else you'd like to tell people? Okay. Thank you very much for letting us do the YouTube videos. And now we're going to move on to Chris. Chris is always fun. He rides motorcycles, so he's like me.
To have a good time.
Good times, that's right. Okay, let's flex your head forward and then backwards. And then neutral. Now you will get to see me use the turbinator on him, just because he loves the tool stores. What's the name of that one you really like?
Harbor Freight.
Yeah, Harbor Freight.
Oh
That's
my
it.
gosh.
Got deals.
You probably gonna go there for Christmas presents. Huh?
Just love a deal.
Yeah, no doubt.
They always have deals.
They do.
Yeah.
I've heard good things about them, not only from you but other patients too.
Not the highest quality made tools, but they have deals.
And we're not doing any commercials for Harbor Freight. Rather. Okay, so we've got his posture analyzed. You can see he's got a little bit of forward head posture, but not bad. His ear's dropping right here, so it's further back. His shoulders are a little more squared off. He's pretty even down the center here, a little bit to the left today. You see that? More space here or less there. Okay, so let's decompress Chris now on the y-axis. Okay, Chris, here we go.
That was amazing.
That was a good one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that moves everything. People who haven't had this done don't know what they're missing.
My first time was really intense.
Yeah. This is probably the most significant and intense chiropractic maneuver in the entire profession because I'm doing it manually. You've heard a lot of these people using spinal decompression machines and working with disc problems. Those are basically very expensive traction devices. And what I'm doing is actually putting this towel right at the base of the occiput and cupping that around the chin. Make sure the patient has their teeth closed and don't bite their tongue off and breathe normal. There you go. Excellent. Now he felt that all the way from his skull down to his pelvis, I'm sure. There we go. Still kicking. A lot of people think they'll never ask for that again, but every time I don't do that on somebody when they come in for a follow-up and they've had it, they say, don't you think you need to pull me today? So it becomes a really good adjustment because what's gravity doing to us all day long is pulling us down to the earth, compressing our spines, causing degenerative joint disease, degenerative disc disease. And by the way, this is the way you should sleep on your back with your legs propped up. It's the best way to sleep. Okay, Chris, let's have you come over here on your tummy now. Okay. Yep. His legs are even. That's a good start.
They didn't start that way.
No, they didn't start that way. And that still tightens up a little bit, though. So he's still got a little bit of a pelvic rotation here, but not significant like it used to be because he did have a leg that was a half an inch shorter than the other one. And And what's this? What treatment number is this on you? About number 5?
I think more than that.
It's 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You remember it? Like it's right in that area. Okay, now I'm doing
Pretty
a
close.
kind of a lateral and oblique. Now you felt that one right down L5 there, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you do a lateral and oblique stretch with enough power and pressure, you will oftentimes get an audible release, which is cavitation. That's where it opens the joint space up enough that it releases the carbon dioxide gas into the joint space. That's the popping that you hear. It's not really your bones cracking. It's just the carbon dioxide gas that explodes in the joint when you open the joint up, just like pulling a dart off the wall. Get that little pop. We're adjusting his L-spine and the Z-axis again now. Okay, now I'm going to put his head down just a little bit to change the angle and open these joints up. And just breathe normal. There you go. Yep, nice and easy. That was perfect. Excellent. Okay, he's got some really tight muscles up in his rhomboids and his levator scapula muscles, which are right here. This is where you've been feeling a lot of the knots, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Yep. I can usually find these with my elbows, my fingers, and my knees, either one. Usually I don't use my knees too much. That's a little much for most people. My elbow is usually a little much for most people. But Chris, he's a big tough guy, so he can handle it more. How many motorcycle wrecks have you had? More than a few?
Yeah.
Why would you want to ride it again?
So
And add me on the back.
That's certainly what mothers say.
that's the thrill.
Yeah, there you go. That's not really the thrill for me, but I do love riding.
I just enjoy two wheels.
Yeah, I do too. It's freedom, isn't it?
The freedom, yeah.
You know, to ride your Harley or motorcycle, whatever kind you got, down an open road and let the wind blow your hair, you're right out in it.
There's so much to deal with every day on a daily basis.
Yeah,
It's
and
just-
in Houston it's a lot more dangerous than it was in California.
oh yeah. I just like getting lost for a little bit.
Yep, there you go. That's a good release. It's definitely a good stress release. You know, my back always felt better when I rode my Harleys. It really did. My back would be hurting and I'd go out and get on my Harley and ride for a couple hours and feel great.
Yeah, endorphin high.
And I think that, and also just the vibration, because I had mine all bored out and custom made, so it was a blub, 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 which I loved. Here in Houston, though, riding on the freeways, you got to be really careful. It's not like out in California where you can lane share. Here in Houston, they try to run you off the road or run over you. Did you find that too?
I think we call it Southern hospitality.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Don't mess with Texans, yeah. Especially on the freeways. Yeah. Okay, good job. He's still even, but I bet you this feels less pressure this time in his low back.
So relaxed.
Good. See? Now, this is the Turbonator. You see, that's a lot different than his deep breath. Okay, nice deep breath. One of three things will happen when I use this on you. You'll either just die laughing, cry, or just grin and bear it and white knuckle the table. Right when you do all three. my human meat tenderizer.
That thing's amazing.
People either love it or hate it.
I love it.
And we can tell which ones are which. So, and I usually start off being a little nicer towards the end, just give them some more of the vibratory feel good. We want every single patient that we ever treat to leave our office feeling a lot better than when they walked in the door. And hopefully we accomplish that with every single patient on every visit. I think we do, don't you, Renee?
Yes, I do.
I know Renee's getting tired of holding the camera up here because it's been a long video, but now I'm pulling Chris's pants down too. Yeah, notice how we get laughs from the other audience now. Always depends on who's getting it done, huh? Yeah, there we go. Actually did pull somebody's pants all the way down one time doing this and didn't even think about it. I wasn't paying attention. Dropped it down, but I pulled it right back up. There we go. Now I'm going to dig in a little bit deeper right here where he's had that trigger points and spasm up here in his upper thoracics and in between his shoulders. There we go. Excellent. Very good. Okay. Very good, Chris. Let's have you sit up now and face towards Renee. Excellent. Now, Chris was actually the one that the massage therapist that we work with, Clay Hennard, referred to us, and he'd done that quite a long time ago, huh?
Yeah,
And you decided to come in.
I was having some severe, just chronic pain, could never go away. I was having a lot of numbness in this arm you just popped, and
Yep.
I went to doctors. I'd seen several masseuses. Nobody would give me any relief. I found Clay, got some relief from the muscle tension, and then he referred me to you. And
Yeah.
you are by far, hands down, best chiropractor I've seen.
Well, thank you very much.
I've seen
Appreciate
probably
that.
about 10 in my young life so far.
Yeah. And you referred Catherine in right away. Yeah.
That day.
And that's the way most of our patients come to us, is from happy, satisfied, enthusiastic patients, which is what we like. Excellent. So what would you say is different about this office and me adjusting you than most of the chiropractors that you see?
One, you care.
Yeah, thank you.
You try to give your patient, a lot of knowledge, explain what you're doing, why you're doing it. You go above and beyond, and a lot of with the other chiropractors, I feel like I was just getting the run through, like, pop it back real quick.
Right.
They weren't really
Let's get
listening.
you over to the therapy room.
Yeah, they weren't listening. They weren't diagnosing me. They weren't doing it. Some I didn't even get an evaluation.
Yeah,
So
like the initial
I
exam.
love the
you get.
evaluation. Yeah,
Yep.
and then just like I said, the care and the one-on-one.
Yep.
I love that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Chris. All right, let's come over and shoot you now. See, he gives testimony like that, we still shoot him. All right. Okay, very nice. Okay, let's have you flex forward and then backwards. Perfect. Yeah, we actually love people that have seen other chiropractors, because when they come here, then they know the difference in what we're doing versus what they had been getting. There we go. We had a lady flying here from San Francisco yesterday just to get one treatment on her hiatal hernia, because she couldn't find anybody in California to do it. And she saw us on YouTube,
Oh, I believe
and
it.
she flew in for one day just to get treatment.
That's the other things, the different types of treatments that you have.
Yep.
But just the so many the things that you've never seen in another chiropractor office. I thought that was really
That's pretty cool too.
neat also.
All right, let's flex your head forward and backwards again. I bet you this one feels
Yes,
easier.
Jerry Rice YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
And I was like, alright, Jerry Rice uses it. I don't know why I'm not
Excellent.
going there.
Very nice. Okay, did that feel easier?
Yeah, everything's so relaxed.
All right, good.
All the tension really.
I want to thank both of you for letting us shoot your YouTube videos today. And this is Advanced Chiropractic Relief, and I'm your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We'll see you next time.
I feel good.